On today's video, we're going to be covering 4 steps to prevent people from leaving you hanging. Hi, my name is Jason Everett, one of the trainers down here at Business Refuel. And have you ever been placed in a position where you've asked for somebody to get something done for you, and then when you go back to the task, whether it's a week or a day later, it's not done, it's not completed, and you've been left hanging or left out to dry? Maybe you've asked people on the team to follow through for something that you've committed to do, and then they come back to you and say, sorry, I didn't get it done, and you've now got no time left to get it accomplished. Well, I'm going to share with you how you ask them one time and make sure it gets completed. And in fact, every single week when I work with my coaching clients, we work on this exact same principle, and it helps us to make sure that not only we get exactly what needs to get done accomplished, but it helps create a higher degree of accountability in every single day that we operate with our coaching programs. So let me explain what I mean. At the beginning of all of our coaching programs, when people start with us, we create something called a code of honor. It's a set of rules and a set of systems that we use in order to make sure that we're on the exact same page. You see, most people don't take the time to create these agreements in advance, rules like be on time by being early. In fact, if you were a client for me and we were to work together, if you were to miss your appointment or cancel your appointment inside 24 hours, you would forfeit that time. Now that might sound harsh, but again, if you agree to that in advance, it's much easier to make sure that gets enforced. Because look, if you're an important person and you've got time and you've got schedules that you've got to keep, and somebody misses that appointment with you, doesn't that appointment then cost you money? And so again, you want to make sure that you have some type of agreement. Now, it could be something simple like that, or it could just be something as simple like what we're talking about in this video, which is take 100% responsibility. No blame, justification, or denial. That could be a rule that's in place, or play full out and play to win in every single interaction, right? All of those could be rules that are set up in advance from every interaction that you have. So what do? What are the 4 steps? How do you make sure that all 4 steps get followed every single week? Well, I'll tell you the 4 steps and then you can use them. So here are the 4 steps. Step number 1 is you want to discuss and communicate exactly what you're after. What outcomes are you looking for and what do you want to actually accomplish? And the most important part here is to be as specific as possible. What delivery mechanism do you want? Do you want an email? Do you want a hard copy on your desk? Are you looking for a PowerPoint or a Keynote file? Do you want a draft or do you want the final version, or at least the final version that they can produce for you? So the clearer you are about what you're communicating as your expectation, the better the result will be. Step number 2 is you want to create agreements, meaning that will be in place by Friday at 5 p.m. or Thursday at 2 p.m. And so you will make an agreement from both parties to when the item is actually due. Step number 3 is you get both parties to make commitments. If one person's supposed to do it, they make a commitment to you and say, yes, I will get that accomplished by Friday at 5 p.m. I will make sure that happens. You'll make sure that happens on Friday at 5? Yes, Friday at 5. And then step number 4 is you hold a high degree of accountability. See, most people, instead of holding accountability, they just pass off the responsibility and they say, you've got it, don't worry about it. And then they never check until Friday at 5 p.m. when it was either done or not done, and then all of a sudden they've run out of time and they can't get anything accomplished. So accountability simply means to be held accountable or to be held responsible to a committed set of actions by another responsible individual. See, oftentimes people think you can hold yourself accountable, but the definition of accountability literally means to be held responsible to a committed set of actions by somebody else, by another responsible individual. I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. Is that if you don't like working out and you find another person who doesn't like working out and you both decide you're going to hold each other accountable to go to the gym, well, guess what happens? Neither one of you will hold each other accountable to go to the gym because neither one of you is responsible in that area of your life. So again, if you're not following through on tasks, it's going to be difficult to get other people to follow through on tasks. So to make sure that you're responsible in the area that you're holding somebody else responsible to. In the comments section below, post what you would get out of your life and out of your business if you assumed a higher degree of personal responsibility and you had a greater degree of accountability with the people on your team. Go ahead and write your notes below. We'll comment. We'll talk back and forth with you. And again, if you like videos like this, check us online at youtube.com/businessrefuel. And you can also find us facebook.com/businessrefuel for other great video tips like this. Until then, have a fantastic week.